Do women make better parents than men?
That's a thought-provoking topic. The idea of whether women make better parents than men can lead to various perspectives, often influenced by cultural, social, and individual beliefs. Generally, effective parenting isn't inherently linked to gender, but rather to qualities like patience, understanding, responsiveness, and the ability to provide for the emotional and physical needs of a child. Both men and women can possess these qualities and be equally competent parents. The discussion might also explore how societal expectations and roles can influence perceptions of parenting skills in men and women. What are your thoughts on this, or how do you plan to approach it in your discussion?
I don't have any thought right now. You tell me about that. How can I explore it?
To explore this topic effectively, you might consider a few different angles. 1. Research on parenting styles. Look into studies that examine the impact of mothers and fathers on child development. This can provide evidence based insights into how each contributes uniquely to a child's upbringing. 2. Cultural perspectives. Different cultures have varying expectations for mothers and fathers. Discussing these can help illustrate why perceptions of better parenting might differ globally. 3. Changing roles in society. Consider how the roles of men and women in families have evolved over time. More men are taking active roles in nurturing and caregiving, which traditionally were seen as women's responsibilities. 4. Personal anecdotes. Sharing personal experiences or observations from different families can provide concrete examples of effective parenting from both genders. 5. Psychological aspects. Explore psychological theories that explain attachment, emotional intelligence, and other factors that contribute to parenting effectiveness, regardless of gender. By presenting a balanced view that considers these aspects, you can foster a more inclusive and insightful discussion. Does this approach sound like it could work for your group discussion?
What science says about it?
Science generally emphasizes that effective parenting is less about gender and more about the qualities and behaviors that contribute to a child's healthy development. Here are some key points from research. 1. Attachment and involvement. Studies show that children benefit from secure attachments to their caregivers, whether mothers or fathers. The key factor is the caregiver's responsiveness and emotional availability, not their gender. 2. Parental roles. Research suggests that while mothers and fathers might engage in different parenting behaviors and interactions, both roles are crucial for the child's psychological and emotional development. Fathers often engage more in play, which helps with problem solving and emotional regulation, while mothers often provide more of the nurturing interactions, which help with security and emotional development. 3. Impact on development. Both mothers and fathers influence their children's academic achievement, self esteem, and behavior in unique but equally important ways. The presence of a supportive father figure is associated with fewer behavioral problems in boys and fewer psychological problems in girls, according to some studies. 4. Evolution of parenting. Modern studies are increasingly focusing on the concept of co parenting, where responsibilities are shared and the focus is on teamwork rather than on which parent is better. In conclusion, science supports the idea that both mothers and fathers have essential roles in parenting that are beneficial to children's development. The effectiveness of parenting is more dependent on the involvement and qualities of the individual parent rather than their gender. Does this information help clarify things for your discussion?
And tell me about the social influence, what the society think about it.
Society's views on whether women or men make better parents can vary widely depending on cultural, regional, and historical contexts. Here are some general societal influences and perceptions. 1. Traditional roles. Historically, many societies viewed women as inherently more suited to caregiving due to their roles as nurturers and caregivers. This perception is rooted in traditional gender roles, where women handle most of the child rearing responsibilities. 2. Modern shifts. In recent decades, there's been a shift towards recognizing the importance of fathers in child rearing. Society is increasingly valuing paternal involvement as essential for a child's development, challenging the stereotype that parenting is primarily women's work. 3. Media representation. Media often reinforces traditional roles through TV shows, movies, and advertisements that depict mothers as the primary caregivers and fathers as the secondary helpers. However, there's a growing trend of media showcasing active, involved fathers, which can help change public perceptions. 4. Economic factors. Economic realities also influence societal views. As more women join the workforce and family dynamics shift towards dual income homes, there's greater acceptance and expectation for fathers to take an active role in parenting. 5. Social support systems. The availability of parental leave policies also reflects and influences societal views. In countries with robust paternity leave policies, there's a stronger cultural acceptance of shared parenting responsibilities. Understanding these social influences can help you navigate the discussion by acknowledging how deeply ingrained beliefs might shape individuals' opinions on the topic. How do these insights align with what you've observed in your own community or discussions?